It tells you we were 30 of 42. Good morning and welcome to Mikey's Morning Coffee Week 6. Got caught talking there. Not the first time, won't be the last. I got my gin, I got my juice this morning. Need it desperately. A little swirl. it's so good. Maple. Ground maple in the coffee.
Oh, nice.
That's the play. All right, so last week I went, 2 weeks ago I went 0-4. Not great. This week, last week, I went 3-0-1. My For the Window parlay went 3-4. I was 2-1 versus Gags on head-to-head. I was on fire last week. I think it was 8-2-1 of all my bets last week. So let's keep this money train rolling here. Got the $1 million chain on. Gags probably never going to touch this, which is okay with me. Let's jump right into it. First of all, thank you, Bridges, for working with me this year. Let me come up here and do my show every week. This is way too loud. I'm redlining like crazy. Thank you for coming here. Let me do my show every week. Thank you to Pro Elite Windows for sponsoring the show this year. And we'll get to that plug later. And thank you for OTSN. You can find OTSN on the interwebs at otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. All right, now let's get into it. First game I like here, Cardinals, 5-0 Cardinals at the Browns -3. Browns kind of screwed me last couple weeks, so I've been betting against them, and it's been working out. Arizona, 4-1 against the spread. 5-2 when it comes to the under. 5-0 straight up. The last undefeated team. They are 4-2 against the spread versus Cleveland. Cleveland's 5-2 against the spread and 4-2 when it comes to the over, so the over-under kind of jumps around there a little bit. I wouldn't bet the over-under here, but I will bet Cardinals +3. I don't know why it says -3. Don't play with that. Cardinals +3. I don't know how you're giving an undefeated team points. I understand the Browns are at home, and I understand the home team is usually the favorite, especially when it comes to two juggernauts like this, two offensive juggernauts like this. But you can't give a 5-0 team points. Take the Cardinals +3. Next game I like here, the Dallas Cover Boys -3.5 at the Patriots. Dallas is 5-0 against the spread. 4-1 when it comes to the over. They can score points. 2-4 against the spread versus New England. That's probably going back to the Tom Brady days, though. So let's not put too much clout into that. New England 3-6 against the spread. 4-1 when it comes to the over. Again, the over/under is kind of jumping around. Stay away from the over/under here unless you're betting Dallas individual over. Take the Dallas individual over, whatever that is. Take it. And then New England 8-1 under versus Dallas. Again, I wouldn't play the total over-under. Take Dallas, run with the over if you want to bet the over there. I like the Cover Boys -3.5 here. They're on fire. Dak's renewed. Dak is renewed. He's got a brand new season. He wants bigger, more money, and he's proven it every time he steps out there. Next game we're talking about, Buffalo -5.5 at Titans. Titans have been a little banged up the last couple weeks. I feel like this number needs to be a lot higher. Buffalo 13-3 against the spread, 12-2 straight up, 6-1 against the spread when they go away. They don't care if they're home. They don't care if they're away. They like scoring points. Tennessee 10-4 when it comes to the over. Excuse me. And 2-4 against the spread at home. Tennessee not great. They just can't put it together. They seem like they just can't put it together. I love Buffalo -5.5 here. This is the confidence pick right here. Buffalo -5.5. Again, I think that should be way higher. I'm going to pull DraftKings up and see if that's actually moved at all. And while I do that, we can talk about the Chargers at Ravens. I think that's Ravens -3. Fat-fingered everything this week. Chargers at Ravens -3. Again, Chargers 8-1 against the spread. 4-1 when it comes to the under. 4-2 against the spread versus Baltimore. 4-1 against the spread away. Chargers love winning games. Baltimore 9-4 against the spread. 6-3 when it comes to the under. So the under does trend here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The under is 10-4 total with both of these teams. The under trends a little bit here. Let's see if I can find that game real quick. The over-under set at 51. That's a little high, but I think these teams can hit it. And then we were just talking about the Bills game. Bills game is currently at, it's the late game. It's still at 5.5. Hasn't moved. Don't know. Vegas might know something we don't know, but I'm still sticking with Bills -5.5. Chargers at Ravens -3. Here's the Ravens are 2-5 against the spread at home versus the Chargers, and the Chargers are 4-1 against the spread away. Love the Chargers getting 3 points here. Wish that was at 3.5. Did I clear that? I did not. You can get the Chargers today at plus 2.5. I would take the 3. I'd like 3.5, but I got these on Thursday morning. So again, Cardinals plus 3. You're giving a 5-0 team points. What are we doing here? Cover boys, only giving 3.5 to the Patriots. Now I know Mac Jones went like 19 for 19 at some point last week or 2 weeks ago. Whatever. It's Dak Prescott. Bills minus 5.5. Again, that needs to be a lot higher. And Chargers plus 3. You're giving Jay Herbert points. Come on now. I'm gonna send this over to Kennedy. I'll be right back with a plug and for the window parlay and our me and Gags head-to-head scenes.
Welcome to Degenerate Kennedy Picks Week 6. Kennedy, baby. Over here. She's been a super brat the last couple weeks we've been doing this. I don't know what's going on with her. Kennedy Lee, get your butt over here. This is your show. Still riding high from that Boston Red Sox win last night. 2 grand slams in the first 2 innings. Kiki Hernandez is absolutely unstoppable. Can't wait for tomorrow night. We got a new ball here. Check this bad boy out. Bears ball. I guess this way. New Bears ball. And a green ball for the Packers. Can you get your butt over here? We'll see if she brings one back. Green ball for the Packers. Bears ball for the Bears. They're traveling, or they're not, I guess Green Bay's traveling south to Chicago. Bears ball minus 5.5. Packers ball plus 5.5. You ready? You ready? Come on. Bring the ball. What are we doing here? Come on, bring that ball to me. Hey, where are you going? She's going inside. I guess it's too cold for her. She's going Bears plus 5.5. I've been OTSN's Mikey Wilson as OTSN's Degenerate Kennedy. You can find OTSN on interwebs at otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. You can find Twitter and Instagram at @_OTSN.
All right, and we're back. Got to get rid of all these game ones. Should have done that before I sent you off, but I'll turn that back on, turn that off. Pop. All right, let's jump into the For the Window parlay to start with. For the window. All right, so the last, I think I've been doing this for 4 weeks, and I've went 3 out of 4 every week. So this week I'm changing it up a little bit. I went a little crazy with it, and a friend of mine said that you need to start betting individual games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet the $20 on this full parlay, and I'm going to do $20 on each individual parlay. So this is now a $100 parlay this week. We'll see what happens once we get to the end of the week. We'll see if I'm going to keep playing with that or see if we'll just do the $20. So Patrick Mahomes will throw over half of an interception. Patrick Mahomes' last 6 weeks. Week 1 versus the Browns, 0 interceptions. Week 2 at the Ravens, 1 interception. Week 3 versus the Chargers, 2 interceptions. At the Eagles, week 4, 1 interception. Versus the Bills, week 5, 2 interceptions. He's averaging 1.2 interceptions per game. All we need him to do is throw 1 here. Justin Herbert, over 2.5 passing touchdowns. He's averaging 2.1, so we need a little bit. But week 1, 1 touchdown. Week 2, 1 touchdown. Week 3, 4 touchdowns. Week 4, 3 touchdowns. Week 5, 4 touchdowns. So he's starting to get into a pattern here. We just need 3 touchdowns. He's averaging 2.1. That one's a little bit of a stretch. Matt Stafford passing over 285.5 yards. He's averaging 264 yards. 321, 278, 343, 280, and 364. So he would have hit this 3 out of 2 weeks. And then this is probably the craziest one. Davis Mills to throw 2 touchdowns, over 1.5. He started late in week 2. He threw 1 against the Browns. He threw 1 against the Panthers, 0 against the Bills. Bills defense is pretty freaking good. And the Pats, he threw 3 touchdowns versus the Pats. and they're playing the Colts this week. I just need Mills to throw 2 tutties and cover that 10 points. That'd be nice too. So that parlay will get you. That is the juice is 2777. $20 win you $575, and then $20 I think wins like 30, 28, and 37 or something like that. You got 3 positive payouts here. So for the window parlay, we're going to move on to, if you, let's plug Pro Elite first, our friends over at Pro Elite. If you or someone you know has a need for window cleaning, gutter cleaning, or power washing, please call or text my friends over at Pro Elite to get a free estimate. Text Mikey's Morning Coffee to 317-727-2361, or call and tell them that Mikey sent you over. They'll give you 25% off. Still haven't brought that down at all. They're giving the company away. Take advantage before they smarten up and say, you know what, we need to go down to 10% here. So let's jump on that 25% right now before Bob and Brian over there go, we're kind of giving the company away. We need to. Okay? All right, next we're going head-to-head. Gags versus Mikey. I got the $1 million chain on. I've had this on for like 4 weeks now. Gags doesn't even want it at this point. Gags, his 3 bets this week, texted me this morning and moved Cowboys from 3 to 3.5. He likes the Packers -4. Cardinals and Browns over 49.5. Again, that one kind of sways. It's at 51 this morning. 49.5 is a lot more doable. And you're sitting there saying it's 2 points, but I mean, if it's sitting at 50 and you bet 51, you're going to be crying at the end of the day. Cowboys, Dallas Cover Boys -3.5. That juice is 569. I like Texans +10. Steelers -5.5. They're playing the Seahawks. I forget the Seahawks backup quarterback, but I mean, the Seahawks just aren't going to cover 5.5 versus the Steelers. And the Bills -5.5. My juice is 608. And here's your $1 million chain. This is what's on the line every week, every time me and Gags go head to head. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump back to my Week 5 bets. I'm going to throw those back up, talk about it one more time, and we're going to send you guys out of here. Turn this off and turn this back on. Cardinals +3. Cowboys -3.5. Bills -5.5. Chargers +3. I like 2 dogs. I like 2 favorites this week. Those are my 4 bets. Again, last week I went 3-0-1, 8-2-1 overall if you count the parlay and the head-to-head with Gags. I've been OTSN's Mikey Wilson. You can find me on Twitter at OTSN_degenerate.